What's a song that you put on, like, say, like, everybody has songs when they want to feel something, right? So, like, you have, like, man, I really want to feel something right now, like, or I don't know, I do. I'm kind of an emo kind of dude, so I'll put on, like I used to put on, like, Trace Adkins, Every Light in the House is On, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Is that Trace
You're going to
Adkins?
say Trace Atkins, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I told you. That
You
guy,
wanted
yeah.
you want the big, deep voice. Like,
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
feel it. I don't know.
Oh, I went through a breakup, yeah, and I would sit on my porch and just smoke cigarettes. I didn't even smoke.
Well, everybody smokes when they break up.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
kind of part
I
of
would
it.
just smoke, and I'd play that on repeat till my neighbors were like, "What? Turn off the light or whatever. We can't handle it anymore."
I think Nobody in His Right Mind by George Strait.
I haven't even heard it.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite George Strait songs. But it's just like a heartbreaker. Or like, I don't know. I love country. Like, I truly, like, my go-to is country. Old country is like my jam. And George Strait, we call him the king for a reason. So it's a great song.
Nobody in his right mind.
Nobody in his right mind would have left her. Even my heart was smart enough to stay behind. Come on.
God, put my fucking feelings in a wheelbarrow.
We need to go to that horse therapy place immediately.
Yeah, what else would I listen? Oh, Lee Bryce's "I Drive Your Truck." That one's a heartbreaker.
Man, my friend Jessie Alexander wrote that song.
Really?
Yes, she did, and she's amazing. She wrote it. I don't know who she wrote it with, but I know she wrote it.
That's a great song.
It's so good. And Lee's delivery is like insane. See, but that's a song that he didn't write,
Right.
right?
And
I
that's
don't
why
think.
it takes a group. It's like, but you also, if he doesn't perform it, if somebody else does, who knows if it works the same? It could.
It all has to land in the right basket, right? Like the right song finds the right artist at the right time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, The House That Built Me too. I had I saw the writers of that song, it took them they wrote that song for 7 years.
Alan Shamblin and Tom Douglas. Yes, they rewrote it and rewrote it. It's 7 years of writing it. But that is such a lesson. Like, I'm not good at that at all. I'm kind of millennial about I know I want to come into this co-write today and then I'm going to leave with a song. Like, in 4 hours you get a song, or 2 hours or whatever it is. I don't know that I could have stuck with it for 7 years.
Yeah.
It's a lesson to all of us to be patient till it's right.
Oh,
Because that song is perfectly written.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a real Sistine Chapel with that one. Dude, I remember, it's kind of weird maybe, but I grew up in a pretty traumatic youth, and I heard that song, this is a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It was Christmas time. I was in my town where I grew up, and I went and got an orchid or whatever from a flower place, and I took it back to the place that I grew up at. And I went, this sounds really bizarre now. I wasn't doing peeping Tom or anything. It was I knocked on the door and I gave him that. I was like,
I think that's really cool.
yeah, I said something nice should grow here. That's what I said. And I gave
Wow.
him that.
That's a song. You said that to a songwriter, so
It was
I'll
interesting.
have to write it down. But honestly,
But it's funny that what a song can do to somebody,
yes,
you know?
because I didn't write that song, but I was like, how did they know my story?
Yeah.
But my guitar player that was with me for forever since I was 17, we lost him 2 years ago. But he said, that song hits me because it's what I wish I had. And
Yeah.
that sounds like what you're talking about. And I never thought about it from that perspective.
Oh, he wished he'd
He
had those
wished he
things
would
at
have
his
had
home.
the house that built him.
Right.
But he didn't have a healthy childhood. And
Yeah.
so, but I love a song like that. And the fact that they waited it out and just stayed with it is goals. I got to work on it.
Yeah.
I got to work on it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows what things, and that's the one thing that's nice about life. It's you don't know the little things you're doing now, how they'll merge with the things you're doing later on, and how it'll help you form wherever you're supposed to be. Sometimes it's so hard to get through just the moment, but you don't realize that the moments are the stairs that are going to get you to the place you're supposed to stand,
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, but yeah, I don't know. And those people must have thought I was batshit crazy, dude.
No, but it's not. The house I grew up in was an old tobacco farm, and it was a house built in 1905. And it was just a farmhouse, no central heat and air, one bathroom, not like a farmhouse. Like we didn't have a lot growing up, but people constantly stop by there, specifically older people, seniors, and we're like, you know, they would cry. They would just be standing on the front porch crying, and I was like 10, like hiding behind my mom, going like trying to eavesdrop and like, what are they saying? You know, that they had so many memories there, and those handprints were there. That's why I thought when I heard the song, I was like, have they been eavesdropping on my whole life? Like,
wow.
Because it was such an old farmhouse. It had so many stories in it, and it touched so many people's lives. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's one thing that's amazing about art is that it can do that. I mean, I think you could. It's just powerful, you know. That the beats and the words, and you put it all together the right way, and it unlocks something.
It does. And it's like everybody feels like, okay, I'm not alone in this world, and this whatever's happening to me, good, bad, or ugly, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a song, or any art, really, truly, but especially songs. I'm in awe of songs. I'm a songwriter, I'm a song lover, I'm a music lover, like especially country ones, because we just tell the sad truth no matter what. Like you get in your feels, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you listen to when you're like wanting to like rage or like rock out? Or
I mean, I'll put on before I go on stage, I listen to FGL Dirt. It's a little up tempo for me, but it's also kind of chill.
Yeah, and like down home and grounding.
And then I'll put on a little bit of Boosie Badass and listen to him, so I'll turn it the other way, you know? I might even go some Sexy Red or something like that. I don't go anything too crazy. I mean, sometimes I'll put on maybe like Soundgarden or like I've been listening to Steven Wilson Jr.
I'm
recently.
obsessed with that record.
God, it's so good.
Golly, it's great. I actually have a rap coming up with him, and I'm
You
so
do?
excited. Yeah.
My God, what are you gonna wear?
Song. I know. It's like hard not. I wrote with him and Natalie Hemby recently, and we wrote this song called. Well, the hook is I don't want to see the movie if the dog dies. Like, all of us sitting there crying. It was just like the most magical ride. And it was Steven's idea, obviously, shows up with that.
Yeah.
And my dogs were there and they're seniors. And I was like, oh, God.
And they're scared. They're like, hey, let's don't finish the song.
No, he's so great. I love him. But I also love that it said Soundgarden because mine is Audio Slave. Like, that's my.
Really?
Yeah.
Girl, and what do you wear while you listen to it?
People are like, what people be surprised to know about you? I'm like, I'm a huge Audio Slave fan.
Yeah.
I just like, nail in my hand. I just get all ragey.
Yeah, yeah.
Female rage is a thing, you know. It's like my bread and butter.
Oh, look. I definitely noticed that some of it's in you, you know? And yeah, I've been victim of it for sure, dude. I've got a couple angry women in my texts, in my ding dang
DMs.
In my ding dang DMs, yeah. But yeah, it is. It's just interesting how a song will get you activated or get you ready for like a certain moment or something.